Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please, if you're in this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. In today's video, we are really going to have very interesting discussion in today's video. Just watch the video from the beginning up the end, and please don't forget to subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, and also remember to put a notification bell so that you don't really miss out in these videos that will be coming directly to your ears. In today's video, we are going to have this so-called Mayan in our discussion today, and also we are going to have a little bit of Ernesto, and we are going to have a little discussion about Train Town Grandpa and Jamaican Uncle in our discussion today. So please watch the video from the beginning up the end, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and please always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. Please remember to put a notification bell so that you don't really miss out on these videos that will be coming directly to your screen. Thank you so much, my good people, and let's just start this video direct as it comes directly to your screen. In today's video, you know, there is an incident that happened some few days ago, and that incident involved Mogesi and the so-called Mayan. I don't know whether I'm pronouncing his name well. These two boys got involved in an accident, and actually I watched a video of today, I think was it for yesterday or the previous day, of Mogesi, and he came out clearly and he was recognizing Mayuguno for saving his life, but I don't know whether he has called Mayuguno personally to thank him. But in his video, I saw he had recognized Mayuguno and also saying thank you for saving his life. What has really surprised me this evening is that his friend who was with him in the same motorcycle when they got this accident has really come out with very disturbing stories, trying to tarnish the names of Mayuguno in his video. Now, let me first take you back to the story of these two young boys. Actually, Mogesi had left their home and he was planning to go to, he was going to his shop, I think, to his shop. Mogesi deals with, he has a boutique that he keeps on selling clothes to his customers. So on his way, he met this so-called Mayan on the way, and this Mayan told him that I wanted you to help me to take me to the bank so that I can also register and I start getting money, for payments. So what really happened is that this so-called Mayan had carried identification card for his father. Is what he was going with it to the bank to register, to get his bank account sorted out. So when he reached there, those people, the bank people, told him he needed his own personal identification number, card, or he had to take his own father, to the bank, and he will be the one, to fill those details. So these two boys bounced from the bank, and in their way, after leaving the bank, they got an accident, on their way because it had rained and the ground was very slippery. So where they got an accident, these two boys, they were lying on the ground. According to Mogesi, that the person who actually rescued them when they got that accident was was Mayuguno. Now, you see, when people want to create stories, you know, Mogesi was very busy thanking Mayuguno for rescuing his life and making him to see light again. So, this other boy called Mayan made a very, very weird video. And he was talking about Mayuguno, that actually where they got an accident, that Mayuguno was standing there and they really fell on the feet of Mayuguno. In the title that he put there, he said, in his title reads, let me read. So listen to this. Oh, you can even read it. I don't know whether, but I think, okay, let me read. That Mayuguno was sent with the travel commando to destroy us through witchcraft. You can imagine. That's the title this young man has put on his video. And what he's talking is really, lack of common sense and also stupidity of the highest order. I want first of all to play a little clip of his video, then you'll understand what I'm talking about.
Sell maize. So we were just going good. We were just going very fantastic. And it was rained. It was rained. So motorbikes were going slowly because of sliding. So everybody was going slowly. So when we were just going far, like some steps, because I was being carried with Mugesi. Mugesi was the one who was driving. I was able to see every corner. I was able to see this side. I was able to see this side. So the person that I saw in front of us, it was Mayuguno. And the Mayuguno was with a lady. It was a short lady. And it has some hairs. She's short, and he was parking the bike, standing there. And the surprise thing is, where if we fall in the legs of Mayuguno, where he was standing, where we were standing. Then he never do anything. Mugesi fall into consciousness. Then me, I was just now crying, saying, Mugesi, how is this thing going? How these things going? How? Suddenly I'm just seeing some 1, 2, 3 people just there. Suddenly Mayuguno is there standing, and we were falling on his legs. He never assisted us even carrying the motorbike. So I carried the motorbike. I put the motorbike in the corner, sideway of the road. While I was injured, I was bleeding. I was bleeding here. I was bleeding in the hands. I was bleeding in the mouth. Even inside the mouth, I was bleeding. But I was able to. There is a person, just say, these people, we know them. They are just from Nyabuhansi. And I can just see that the people from Nyabuhansi are here. So, when Mayuguno had that information, it's like there is someone who was knowing us and also was knowing Mayuguno. Like Mayuguno maybe gonna be knowing this kind of the people.
The person whom you have heard his voice, that is Bayan talking. You know? That's why I always say sometimes helping people is is it bad really? Is it bad? The very boy who is talking badly about Mayuguno was the first person who came out and made a video that when they got an accident, this is very Mayan, that when they got an accident, the person who rescued them was Mayuguno, and Mayuguno carried him and Mogesi and took them to the hospital. Today, in the video that he has come out with, he is denying that Mayuguno did not help them. And actually, where they got an accident from, they fell on the foot of Mayuguno. And Mayuguno just saw them like they don't know, like he does not know them. Yet it is the very Mayuguno who took this fool to the hospital, who rescued their lives, by the way. Who rescued their life. Now he is coming out to try to make Mayuguno looks bad. Are you seeing? Helping people. Just because he wants to make views. You know? He has now come out with a video to try to tarnish the names of Mayuguno. What if now something else happened to this man? Maybe, okay, let us assume the same thing happened. And maybe another person from the village gets this boy. Do you think they will be very happy to rescue him? Do you think? A person with sober mind will just abandon this boy because of his character, his behavior. It is really very, very alarming. And I've seen a lot of his people, a lot of his his viewers are really telling him to delete that video. That is defamation. And it can be a serious case. Because he has other videos that he made when he was saying that Mayuguno is the one who saved their lives. But now he has become better, fairly better. He is now very busy tarnishing the name of Mayuguno. So now you tell me. You see, however stupid you are, but you cannot reach that extent. You know? You see, even if you want money, even if you want money, even if you want money, somebody who really saw you, you are in pain. His friend Mogesi had, you know, he was unconscious. They took him even to the hospital. He didn't know. With all the bleeding that was happening to them, Mayuguno was able to take them to the hospital. But you see what he's doing. See. So I want to bring it to your attention that actually these people who keeps on criticizing the travel commando, there is actually nothing. Completely nothing. Because if you can even see this young boy after somebody saving his life, he was saying his jaw was, you know, not okay. But the person who saved them and took them to the hospital is a person who is very busy talking so badly, criticizing and insulting so badly. The part that I've played for you in that video is even just better. Because I try to look for something fairly. But if I was to play for you the worst parts of that clips, that video, you will feel like swallowing that boy this very moment. Why? Somebody who saved your life. And if Mayuguno had abandoned them, they were still going to be the first person, that actually Mayuguno was there and he did not take us to the hospital. You can see how bad these people are. They will still get something to talk about. But Mayuguno, being a good person with a good heart, decided to take them to the hospital. They did not pay him. They did not do what? They did not even ask him. He decided by himself that these are our boys from the village. Let me take them to the hospital. But what is he now trying to pay Mayuguno? Instead of him being appreciative and thanking Mayuguno for the good thing that he has done to save their lives, see what he's doing. And when we come out and criticize this kind of madness, there are individuals who will come out and say we are doing the wrong thing. Yet we are trying to bring sense in some of these boys. He reached an extent of saying that the people from Tanzania are very rich. And the area where Mayuguno comes from Tanzania, actually, they practice a lot of witchcraft. That now it is a possibility that it's a reason why they had to go and fall on the foot of Mayuguno. Are you seeing? And his audience are telling him, you man, you don't have evidence. This video is going to cause you issues. Can you take down this video? The boy is very adamant. He does not listen. He does not listen. A lot of comment is criticizing him so badly. But he's not listening. Now such groups of people, and they are the very people who are always causing commotion in the village. They are the very groups of people. These boys are not many. 1 or 2 or 3. They are not many. So what this boy is really starting to do is starting to do what exactly the fisherman did to the travel command. So the fisherman is tackling the travel command. Then he won't start tackling Mayuguno. But I can assure him that Mayuguno does not play around. He might get the right medicine for himself. Because Mayuguno will go up to his home and play such a video to his parents. How can somebody save your life? Then you come out, you make a video demonizing him, criticizing him, calling him all sorts of names. Why? Why should somebody do that? Is that really being sober? Is that really having a brain? It is not wise and it is not right for a person who have spared his time, who was probably going to do his other things, and just gets you, lands on you, when you have got an accident, and he decide to abandon where he was heading to and carry you and take you to the hospital. Then you come out and make such a video. If something else happened to this boy and people abandon him, just take it from me, it will be because of that video that he has made about Mayuguno. Very, very bad. He even came out and made a video that the boy called Guitar, you know, Guitar. That was the person, was the boy who was teaching Mayuguno English when Mayuguno started making videos. And he said, you know, that when Gita went to school, Mayuguno started construction when Gita went to school. And all of them, they were wondering where Mayuguno got the money from. And he said that there are higher chances that Mayuguno uses blood to get this money for this construction. Are you seeing what is trying to label against Mayuguno? This is very, very bad. All of us were able to see how Mayuguno was able to construct his house. Mama Grace and somebody, other person, where the people were helping Mayuguno to construct. But now, this useless boy is coming out with a very, very wrong accusation and is throwing towards Mayuguno. This is how we Africans were supposed to behave. This is how people are really supposed to conduct themselves. I repeat, a lot of people have asked him to take down that video. His audience have asked him to take down. Every person who is commenting in that video is requesting him to put it down. You see, dealing with a fool is really very, very bad. Very, very bad. It's not an easy task. It is not an easy task. And this village, really people like what is called real drama. Drama can never end in this village. You know? It will keep on coming after, you know, drama after drama. Drama after drama. What do these young boys in the village really want? However much you want to make money, but don't look for ways of traumatizing people, you know, causing a lot of pain in them. And you are very busy sleeping and snoring at your home, you know, at your own home. It is very bad. You see, the biggest problem here in Africa, when people sees you that you are progressing, you are doing something for yourself, they will always want to associate you with witchcraft. Anything that you do, you are progressing. They don't, you see, and then when you ask them, you ask yourself, you know, so how comes that one or two families are the ones that are progressing, the families that are progressing? You want to tell me, actually, the poor people in the villages are the ones who practice witchcraft. Those poor people, they're very, very dangerous. And probably this boy is telling us what exactly happened in their homes. But he's just trying to, you know, not to tell us directly. Everybody have seen how Mayuguno have worked so hard for his life. How he has worked so hard to change the narrative about his life. People know the story about Mayuguno. So this boy who is just coming yesterday, and by the way, this boy was employed by Mayuguno at Mayuguno's place. When Mayuguno was constructing those houses, he was employed there. He was working there as a hardman. And he was paid. And even in this very video of today, he is coming out and he said he worked at Mayuguno's place. And when he went to ask for his payment, that Mayuguno did not pay him. How comes He's the only person who is starting to complain. It shows you that he has a plot towards Mayuguno. A serious plot against Mayuguno. This type of madness should really stop. It is going to the wrong direction. And me, I would really want to ask, if Mayuguno is to watch this video, to go with that very video, go and face his father. Go and face his father. And you see, the biggest problem, some of these parents, they entertain this type of madness. And they will never listen. But it would be wise, first, but to tell his parents what their boy is doing. Because you see, some of these parents, even they don't know what is happening. And some of them even cannot speak English. They cannot even hear. It is very, very painful to see a young boy of that age. He's starting to conduct himself in a very, very weird manner. This is unacceptable. And this is weird. You know? You know, there are things people can tolerate. And there are things people cannot tolerate. This type of behaviors should stop. You see, I always keep on saying that it is not all about spoiling people's names so that you get, you get money in life. And it looks like these boys in this village, they have made it now their work to try to tarnish people's names, to try to create confusion, to try to create pain, so that they can earn a living in their lives. Such money you can never achieve with it. You can never progress with it. Very, very bad. Very, very bad. In today's video, I would really want to pass a message to this Mayan, that you are calling for problems upon yourself. You are calling for curses upon yourself. And that is why I always keep on saying, when you see problems are following you, look at yourself first. You might be the one who is having a problem. And I kept saying this to Mugesi also, that when you see problem following you as an individual, you must have a big problem. But these boys, they don't listen. I saw even somebody told them that please go for prayers. And when problems follows them, they want to associate people's family with their problems. The challenges they face in their homes, they want to point fingers to other homes, so that they make videos about it. And you find that individuals who want to cheer them. That's not how life is supposed to be. You know? That is not how life is supposed to be. The pain you cause to people at one point will come back to haunt you. And Mugesi, people told him, long time ago, that karma is real and he was taking it for granted. It is real. It is real. And even this boy, if he is to continue, his tongue is becoming bitter. If he is to continue with this type of behavior, I can assure you, they might look very, very ugly with time. It's just a matter of time. And we are here. We are here and we shall see. We shall see. You cannot torment people for the rest of your life. No. And people should also get to know that actually also God gets tired. He gets tired with some people. You know? So I would really want to encourage this boy to desist, to stop this type of madness, because it will never take him anywhere. You know? For him, what he's looking at, how can I make money? That's the only thing he's looking at. How can I make money? Whose name can I, whose name can I use so that I can make money? And that's exactly what he's starting to do. It is really, really very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. You know? I also saw this young man calling himself Ernesto. Yes. I'll also come out with a video and saying that Congress dad, has tried to harm his father. And he came out and said, these people who always go to church, they are the ones who are a problem. They are always a problem to the community. People were asking him, show us the evidence before you start making noise. There is no evidence. No evidence. And he's very busy opening his mouth for the land that they sold long time ago to some other person that they sold there from US. And the soldier from US sold it to Congress then. And now that's a piece of land they're making noise about. Land that was sold. And these are the same thing with this Irene who had sold, his half mother had sold land to somebody, and land was sold to Congress dad, and that land was gifted to Jamaican uncle. These are the same type of stories. You sell something, then you want to come back and start throwing words. That's not how things work. If you have sold, you have sold. Go away. Why do you keep on disturbing people? Why? So this stupid boy, Ernesto, will never learn. He will never learn. They are just only after making some money for themselves. That's exactly what these boys are doing. But in a wrong way. You cannot survive like that. You can survive like that for how long? And they don't realize that they're promoting enmity in the village. And then when some of us comes out and we talk about these other people, they again want to say that we are the one promoting enmity in the village. But we are trying to tell them that no, it is wrong. These are your people. These are people from your community. Why should you be throwing a lot of heavy word towards them? And actually, these are the people who are showing them light in the community. But you see them, every day they want to release videos, criticize, Actually, you see, they say, a person whom you see is crying a lot is actually very, very dangerous. So these people whom you see that they are pretending that they are over crying, they are actually a problem to this community. They are the nuisance in this community. But they will always want to cover up their madness with coming, releasing madness outside there. To people to sympathize with them. Yet actually they are the very, very individuals who are causing problems in this community. But they will be the first to come out and say, no, we are like this, we're like that. When you remember the story of this Irene something, those ones who had sold their land, they came out crying. And when the truth came out that actually these people had sold off their land, how can you sell land plus your own home? Then you came out crying. They sold land and they went and bought another piece of land. And now they want to resist leaving this other land where they sold. But you have received the money. Then you want to taint the name of people's families for your own mistakes. What is really good about that? You want to make yourself look good. Meanwhile, you are spoiling somebody's family. You are destroying the name of somebody's family. And when they take you to police, you start crying that actually these people are bad. They are taking us to police. You won't take a whole village to police. But you are the one who sold your own land. Nobody forced you to sell the land. Nobody. This family is not forcing these individuals to sell land. They are the ones who are selling their own land to people. Because even if this family did not buy the land, they would still sell it to another family. They would still buy it. But because this is the only popular home in the area, they want to throw all muddiness to them. But you cannot be like that for the rest of your life. You cannot. And the reason why these young boys, the way they are right now, they have some little money in their lives, it is because of this very family. They are very busy crucifying. They will never appreciate. They will never appreciate. The only thing they know is lamenting, crying, and making a lot of noise. Causing commotion, causing confusion, spreading hatred in the village. That's the only thing they know. Life should not be like that. Life should not be like that. This family was able to share with these people in this community. They share what they have. And now there is a lot of them are building houses. All that blessing is coming directly from this family of the travel commando. But they don't see that. Now their faces are blindfolded. They have a feeling that they are the ones who have made it in life. They made it in life by their own. Nobody helped them. That's all what they're thinking of. It is very, very unfortunate that these young boys are conducting themselves in such a manner. In such a manner. Very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. But time is going to tell, and time will prove them wrong. Yeah, so briefly, I just want to leave that topic for now. But a little bit, I have seen really how this old man, they call him Kohera. I see how desperate, how desperate is trying to move, is trying to move with things in life. I have really seen that this old man is really very, very desperate. And, last time I made it very, very clear that this old man can do anything. He can do anything. I have really seen how very, very desperate he is at the moment. He has gone to visit his mother. He has paraded his mother on the platform and trying to bring a lot of issues, parading a lot of issues. But I want really to make it very, very clear. The right ways of doing things in life. The right ways, the right channels. But if you want to bring family matters on the platform, I really don't see it making sense. However desperate you are, there are proper channels that you can use. There are proper channels. But somebody coming out on the platform making noise and here and there, it's really, I really don't see it making sense. I have seen how desperate he is. Very, very desperate. And he can do anything at the moment. You know? Even when they tell him that, you do this, he will be in position to do it, because I've seen the level of desperation that he's having in him at the moment. And I think he has a feeling that he's making progress. You know, I have a feeling that somebody is really trying to push him to go to an extra mile to do whatever things he wants to do. I try myself to desist from certain things these days. You know, but the platform is not the right place to sort out your madness. It's not the right place. It's not the right place. It's not the right place. However much you think you are, you know. You see, when you start bringing family issues on the platform, just know you are failing. You are failing. Oh, you are failing life, but now you won't try to make it. But on a wrong way. On a wrong way. For him now, anyway, it's just a by the way. I just don't want to have a lot of conversation about that, because, yeah, so I've really been in position to watch Jamaican uncle and Trentown grandpa. I see, and one of their colleagues is called Ridley something. I think like that. I don't know whether I've mentioned his name well. Ridley. I don't know whether I've mentioned. I've really seen these individuals how they're enjoying their life, and I can assure you, it's the best thing that people should really be having, in their life at your age, at their age, having a conversation with friends, you know, having a conversation with friends, unique conversation, you know, you really see happiness in them. You really see peace in them. You really see that there is togetherness in these individuals, which is a good thing. And I can assure you, this is one of the great examples that a lot of people outside there are very busy watching. They are all people even who don't have friends. They don't have friends. But when you see Trenton Gra, Jamaican uncle, and this, they call him Redden. I have not mastered that name well. Me, I'm just happy. When I see them talking and making these videos, it just brings some happiness in me. I wish a lot of old people outside there would really be having this type of a life of freedom, a life where you are not fighting other people, you are making noise in platforms, you are shouting here and there like the old man. You really see peace. You really see peace. And that's how life is supposed to be. I can assure you that a lot of people outside there are really admiring what is happening between these three individuals. And me, I continuously pray that let this type of living, this type of life continue with them. Because they have tried, they have worked it on life, Working until you reach your retirement, it's not an easy thing. So this is the time, let them enjoy their life. Let them enjoy their life. And I would really want to thank Traintown Grandpa for showing love. Showing love. It's a good thing. It's a blessing. When people meet and you talk freely with each other, you have a conversation. And I can assure you a lot of more things are still coming. A lot of good things are still coming from those people. Just watch the space, as he keeps on saying. Traintown Grandpa, That's the beginning. That's the beginning. And a lot is still to come. Just watch this space. I can assure you. Because these individuals has their own ways, their unique ways of doing things. I have a belief that the type of videos they are going to be making, it is going to be, super notch videos, wonderful videos. Because from the time Jamaican uncle visited that home, the type of videos that are really coming, it shows like, this type of video shows like a family reunion kind of thing, friendship, very, very unique. And I can assure you, people are starting to be obsessed with this type of videos. People are getting obsessed. Very, very soon, that those channels are going to start booming. Especially the one of Town Grandpa, because the one of Jamaican uncle is there, is working, it's doing fairly well. But now when they start moving around, having this type of conversation and the rest, you are going to see, because people are really in love with it. I was watching the live stream of Jamaican uncle, and I really see peace. I really see happiness in these individuals, which is really, really a very, very good thing. I would really want to first say big up to Town Grandpa for hosting Jamaican uncle and this other colleague reading. It's a good thing, and big up to you, Town Grandpa, for making it happen, it's like, I don't know whether you people know, in Africa, when somebody is carrying maybe a jerrycan of water, you tie, that round thing that you tie, then you put on your head, then you put maybe a jerrycan on top, that round thing, you know. This is a process that is starting, It takes long, so it keeps on, that coiling, the way it keeps on coiling, it takes long. So by the time now this is a process. They have started making this type of videos at home. They are going to be expanding. You see, when they are rolling that thing, it starts when it is small, it keeps on rolling until it becomes big. So now, Town Grandpa and Jamaican uncle, they have started the process. They have started it when it is small, from Town Grandpa home. It is a smaller one. It is going to keep on expanding. By the time you realize, probably they're in Jamaica, they are where, they are in Argentina, so it will expand. And you will really see how things are going to change. And I still have a very, very strong belief in these individuals. They're united, and I've now seen that good things are yet to come. More of these things are yet to come. Watch the space, as Town Gra always keep on saying. Thank you so much, my good people, for always turning up to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. Please watch the video from the beginning up to the end, and remember not to skip the ads, and make this platform your home by subscribing, liking, and also putting a notification bell, so that you really don't miss out, like how people are missing to enjoy fish from Town Grandpa home. Thank you so much, my good people, and greetings to all of you watching me from the USA, UK, Canada, and all of you from the Caribbean. And thank you so much, people from here in Africa. Much respect and blessings to all of you who have been in position to turn to watch my videos. I really do appreciate. First of all, in today's video, I would really want to say that it is today in the morning, or yesterday, the bad news came that the Pope has passed on, and we would really want to continuously send condolences to him and to the entire Catholic Church, including me. It's really a very, very sad week, very, very sad week. But we continuously pray for his soul, that may God rest his soul in eternal peace. Thank you so much, my good people. And also, let's continue praying for Elena and to the entire family, and all those ones who are in the hospital, and also those ones who are at home, who may not be in position to afford medical care. we keep on also praying for them, for God's healing, and we wish them all the best. I would really want to take this opportunity to thank all of you, and thank you so much, my good people, for making it to this platform. And also, please, if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe, and let's meet again in our next video tomorrow. Have a wonderful morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you are going to watch this video. Thank you so much, my good people. May God bless you, and may God bless you abundantly. May the peace of the Lord be with you and also with your spirit. See you again in our next video tomorrow. God bless all of you.